To all our respectable guests and attendees and organizers, good morning to you all. When I enrolled in Fatima, there was this hopeful expectation that things will hopefully be different. Different in a way that there will be a semblance of normality, even if just a little. Different in a way that it will hopefully bring in good experiences, in spite of the looming pandemic around us. Different in a way that there will be some sense of direction in an otherwise uncertain world. Most of us were nervous going in because not only does it mark a new chapter in our lives, but it's also the time where the pandemic is at its highest. Yet, all of us who chose to continue, know that life must go on. As for me, I had to adjust my rather intimidating presence. I had to socialize, albeit digitally. So with that, I am thankful for each colorful story that every single individual interaction that shared to me. Most of them communicated their academic concerns. Some of them even shared their problems that were heightened by the pandemic. Some of them expressed their wacky thoughts during the lessons and even imitated the mannerisms of our professors. Some of them spent late nights with me discussing their realizations in life. And through about 4 long years, we spent most of these digitally. And when it was time for us to meet face-to-face, the level of craziness only went up. Cliques were formed, storylines were created, all sorts of relationships blossomed and ceased. Personalities clashed, and in my case, there were even some betrayals. All of these while we're dealing with our academic responsibilities. With that, my cherished -1, so many faces come and go during those 7 long semesters. I think the core was only established during the hybrid setup. I've had the privilege of being the Dash Mayor for 3 long semesters, of which I cannot recall the number of times you gave me a headache. So kudos to my fellow leaders who have managed to keep their sanity. This is probably the most competitive Dash there is. And there may be some clues to we've proven time and time again that we can come together for things that matter. The seminars were an example, the magazines, the music video, and even though I was not there with the wellness room, in spite of your differences, you managed to pull through together. And as one of your leaders, I could not be more proud. Make no mistake, our Dash and our academic lives in general are not always sunshines and rainbows. There were many hiccups along the way. It was marred by frustrations, sleepless nights, breakdowns, but all of us gathered here today have courageously marched forward toward our end goal. Before I forget, shout out to my frenemies, the Angry Birds. Thank you for having my back always and keeping me grounded. And finally, we often cite grit and resilience. We even glorify it at times, but in my opinion, I think mindfulness is equally, if not more important. So in this moment, let us reminisce the good times, laugh at the embarrassing moments, move on from the not so good, and reflect the lessons that we learned throughout our individual and collective journeys. Let us be grateful for the Almighty for our time here at Fatima. The spinning ceremony launches a new chapter in our lives, but our job is not yet finished. So, in the words of our esteemed alumni and a dear friend of mine, let's go get that bread, shall we?
Thank you very much, Mr. Paul.